What up, my peeps? What's good? It's your Knucker Big Rucker Humming coming at you with another action figure review. This time courtesy of Hasbro Marvel Legends. What we have today is Wolverine from the X-Men VHS series. Yes, indeed. So as you can see, we've got the VHS style packaging. You got X-Men logo up there with Wolverine right below it, and you see the cartoon homage to the 90s, or I should say the artwork which pays homage to the 90s cartoon. You also have that Marvel Comics logo up there, upper left, our left, and yeah, so that's what you have. You get looking at the side, you can see that's where it really looks like VHS. I'll lift it up so you can see that little tag there at the bottom, like it's a slip cover for a VHS tape. On the back, we have some more artwork of Wolverine and X-Men logo, and nothing's changed. Ain't nothing changed. We get a write-up, a little bio, even with the VHS packaging. It goes a little something like this. His adamantium claws slash through steel. His mutant healing ability mends even the worst wounds. He's Wolverine, the best at what he does, and what he does best is fight evil mutants. Yup. And of course, we've got the same thing on the other side. And here we go back to the front, just so you can see right down there at our lower right, it shows plastic-free packaging, which is a campaign that Hasbro is going to be getting more and more involved in. I'm sure most of you know about the polarizing topic that is plastic-free packaging, and we won't get into that here. Maybe one day I'll do something I haven't done yet, and actually do a live stream so we can discuss it and I can get your thoughts and perspectives on that, as well as give mine. So yeah, that's something for me to think about. Anyway, enough about that. We've got this. So what we're going to do is open up our packaging there. I've already taken the liberty of slicing the plastic tape at the top, and here we go. We have in wax paper the accessories. We'll check those out momentarily. Pulling the box out a little bit more. As we'll turn it this way because apparently Wolverine is going to be on that side. Yep, there he is. And here he is in more wax paper. I'm going to temporarily get rid of the box. See what we got here. Wolverine is wrapped in wax paper, as well as wax paper wrapped around him as well as in. So there's the figure right there. Let's keep our accessories. See what we got. And what we have is a gritting portrait of Wolverine. We'll take a closer look at that later. We get a pair of grasping or C-grip hands. And here's the Feast de Resistance. We have a portrait. We all know this. If anybody is familiar with the show, we know what this is. It's that picture of Scott Summers and Jean Grey that our boy Logan was showing that he may indeed be the original simp. He would hold that title if it wasn't for Adam, from Adam and Eve. But yeah, so that's what we have there. So let's see about our boy Wolverine. Yeah, we'll check him out momentarily after we really investigate these accessories. We're going to start with the other portrait. This is Wolverine gritting his teeth, growling, and you can see that they've got his wings, or whatever you want to call what extends from his eyes. They're more flared out like how they were in the cartoon. He's got at the top there, you can see, I'll look pointed to the back, there's that cell shading that this line is known for, to try to give it that more cartoony effect. It's a pretty bright yellow, and paint apps look good, the teeth look good. So yeah, there's that. Up next we have his aforementioned C grip grasping hands, and you can see they don't have the housings for the claws on these. So, but yep, they're just molded in blue. And finally, we have that portrait. You can see it taken right from the cartoon. This picture frame with Scott and Jean in there, and Wolverine stray simping over Jean. So here we have our VHS series Wolverine, and first glance you can see the cell shading. It's all on his right side as we look at him on our left, and the whole purpose behind the cell shading is to attempt to give the figure to try to simulate that cartoon look that the 90s series had. And I know I wasn't really all that enamored with the cell shading in regards to Jubilee. It looked pretty decent on Venom, which was our first offering of the cell shading. Here on Wolverine, I can't front. I think it's actually succeeding at its task of making it look cartoony, especially if you. This will sound crazy, guys, but just work with me here. If you have this figure, stand him up and look directly at him, only look past him, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Look at him, but look past him, and then you may catch it. I could be bugging, but it looks like the cartoon Wolverine to me when I do that, and it's because I think the cell shading is actually helping with that. So hey, I could be bugging. Hey, you guys let me know. Tell me if I need treatment in the comments below. But yeah, so yeah, that's what we have here. Looking at, like I said, he's got it on the side. We'll take a closer look, but just so you can see what we're working with when we're talking about the cell shading here. And yeah, let's get up close on over here. Okay, so we've got Wolverine up close and personal, and of course you see, he's blazing the neutral sculpt, same as the growling sculpt. The eye wings, we'll call them. They flare out just like in the cartoon, and paint apps are good. The eyes are whited out as they should be when he's wearing his mask, and this is the tiger stripe version of Wolverine. And you see the cell shading right there, like I said, along his right side. It's going down his neck. He's got some across the front of his shoulders, and you see that down his torso, his rib cage, down to his waist. Then looking further down, I'm going to move his arm out the way. You can see that cell shading is right there on the outer portion of his right leg, and it's in the inner portion, the right inner portion, the right portion of his left leg. So everything is leaning to the right there when it comes to the cell shading. Going down, he's got his boots, nice black apps going down at the tops of the boots, down all the way down through to the toes, and including his soles. Turning him to the back, he's got more of that paint there on the back of his boots, so that's cool. And looking at his claws, he's got that. They're different. They're still the plasticky looking claws, but this time they're rounded off, as you can see right there, and they're coming out of the the housings. And they are coming out of the housings. I believe they can be pulled out. I don't know why we would want to, but I guess if we wanted to, I don't know if it wants to come out or not. So I am not going to force the issue. Not today, that's for sure. So anyhow, that's how our Wolverine looks. And I'm going to put him back, zoom out and put him back up. I figured before I'd stand him up, I'd put on his growling head, and there you go. So looking pretty cool there. And here is Wolverine with one of his C grip hands. I don't really know why we got C grip hands, especially the left one. The left one is almost a I was going to say it's almost a trigger finger hand, but I just looked at it while I was talking. And no, it isn't, but it's still a C grip. And Wolverine comes with, doing my calculations, about 0 things to grip. What was I thinking? He has nothing to grasp with his C grip hands. He's got the portrait. So here we have it. Looking at Logan in 4K, vivid HD. Wolverine, straight simping. You don't believe me? There you go. Logan, Logan, Logan. Best there is at what he does. And what he does is simp. Taking a height measurement of our Wolverine, we're talking about 5.5 inches, give or take, to the top of his head. To the top of his, once again, we'll call them ear wings, just under 6 inches. Metrically, that translates to, we're talking about 14 to the top of his head and somewhere under 15 centimeters to the top of those, top of his mask. I'm not going to call them ear wings anymore. We're not going to go over Wolverine's articulation. We've been there, done that several times, including quite recently. So yeah, we're not going to go through that again. There's no reason for all of that. Anyhow, what we will do is put him up against the only other figure in the VHS line that I have that has come out, that being Jubilee. And yep, you see that cell shading. Speaking of cell shading, I just noticed when I was setting Jubilee up that Wolvie has cell shading on his gauntlets, his gloves. You can see the black there on both of them. So just an attempt to at least try to be thorough. So to sum it all up, the Marvel Legends VHS series Simp Wolverine, based on the 90s cartoon, is well, it's another Wolverine, tiger stripe. It's got the cell shading. I think in my opinion, this time the cell shading actually achieved what it set out to do, especially when I like I said, when I look past the figure while looking directly at it, but trying to look past it, I do get a sense of the cartoony style. And yeah, it's another Wolverine. So if you don't need another Wolverine, especially if you don't care for the cell shading, very easy pass. If you're intrigued by the VHS style packaging, then you can pick it up. Keep in mind that because one of the advantages of plastic free packaging is, if you're the type that would have gotten 2, you don't have to, because to display the packaging, you don't need the figure in there. So you could actually have the figure on a display stand and the packaging, the box, displayed by itself because it's enclosed. So, there's nothing to see. All you got is the outside of the box. So there you have that. With this Wolverine, we've gotten different claws. They're actually round, and they're still plasticky, but they look a little bit more silver than the claws we are used to getting. And these claws are actually coming out of the housings, not out of the not slits in the hand like most Wolverine figures. So that's pretty cool. I think they're removable, but I'm not going to really try because there's no need. He comes with an additional set of hands if you want to display him with his claws sheathed. So you got that. Standard everything on this figure. Nothing's really new outside of the cell shading and the claws. Same old, same old. If you're a completionist like me, neurotic style, you're going to pick this up as I have, or so I wouldn't be able to do this review. But once again, as I stated earlier, for those of you that aren't interested in the cell shading or the VHS style packaging, and definitely not interested in another Wolverine to your collection, easy pass. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment below. The algorithm loves the comments. Algorithm loves everything. I love everything. Yeah, so hit me up with that, and hit the bell if you want to be notified for the next video that I upload, the next review that I hold. And yeah, until the next time, my peeps, remember, the hunt continues and the ruckus is out. Peace.